Okay children, let's learn about how to identify a pair of salt. It's an usual question asked in ICSE. So you will be given two salt and you have been asked to test it, okay, identify it. Now I have given here flame test also for certain cases, so you can identify in that way also. So first of all I have taken a pair, calcium chloride, potassium chloride. When you see the salt, just check what is different. Now in the salt, the negative part, that is anion part, is same, okay, chloride is same for both. So now we have to use some reagent to identify calcium and potassium, that is cations, how to identify cations, okay. So I have prepared a video where I have shown you how to identify cations. Now calcium and potassium can be identified by adding sodium hydroxide. So add sodium hydroxide to this salt, then you will be seeing that white precipitate, white curdy precipitate for calcium chloride form, which is insoluble in excess of sodium hydroxide reagent, whereas potassium chloride will not be giving any precipitate. Now flame test here is, since calcium and potassium will be giving flame color, calcium will be giving brick red color and potassium will be giving lilac flame. Now the second pair is calcium chloride and calcium nitrate. Here the anions are different but cations are same. So we don't have to check any test for calcium, but we have to use something to identify Cl minus and NO3 minus. Okay. For that, here I have taken silver nitrate solution, which is a good reagent to identify chloride ion, Cl minus. Okay. It's not for nitrate, it is only for Cl minus. Okay. Now when silver nitrate is added, you will be getting a white curdy precipitate. Okay, it will be a white curdy precipitate which is insoluble in dilute HNO3. Whereas silver nitrate added to calcium nitrate, there won't be any white precipitate. Okay, so now I am giving another test. I haven't written here, but I'll say for nitrate. Suppose you want to give nitrate test. So nitrate ion can be distinguished by ring test, brown ring test. For that, what we have to use is, you have to add freshly prepared ferrous sulfate solution to both the salt solution. Then after that, add concentrated H2SO4 through the sides of the test tube. And you will notice, in case of calcium nitrate, you will be seeing a brown ring at the junction of the liquid. So at the junction of the liquid, if there is a test tube, you will be seeing, if there are two layers, at the junction of the two layers, you will see a brown ring. So that is the test for nitrate. Okay, for nitrate we can use brown ring test. So how it has been done? Once again I am repeating. We have to add freshly prepared FeSO4 solution. To that, after adding to the salt solution, to that you add concentrated H2SO4 through the sides of the test tube, and you will see at the junction of the two liquid there will be a brown ring. So brown ring will be formed in case of salt with nitrate, whereas chloride salt will not be giving brown ring test. So that is to identify nitrate. Okay. Now I have taken second pair, ammonium sulfate and sodium sulfate. Here you can see sulfate, it is same. The acid radical it is same, but the basic radical it is different. One is ammonium, another is sodium. So very good test for ammonium ion is there. That is by adding sodium hydroxide solution or Nessler's reagent. Suppose you are adding sodium hydroxide solution to these two solutions, you will see that pungent smelling gas ammonia is evolved, which forms white dense fumes with glass rod dipped in concentrated HCl. So that is the way to identify ammonium ion. So how it is? When sodium hydroxide is added and warmed, on warming, a pungent smelling gas ammonia evolved, which forms white dense fumes with glass rod dipped in concentrated HCl. Whereas sodium sulfate will not be giving such, no change. Okay, there is no change here. You can see no change, or no pungent smelling gas evolved, no change. Okay, in the same way, if you are going to add Nessler's reagent to the ammonium sulfate solution and sodium sulfate solution, in case of ammonium sulfate, you will see brown precipitate form, brown precipitate form. So that is the identification of ammonium ion. Whereas sodium sulfate, there will be no change in both the case. Okay, but the metal ion can give golden flame in case of sodium flame test. Okay, flame test, sodium will be giving golden yellow flame. Okay, now the fourth pair is sodium sulfate and sodium sulfite. Here again basic radical or cations are same. Difference is sulfate and sulfite. How to identify sulfate and sulfite? Children, add barium chloride. Okay, add barium chloride solution to both the salt solution. You will see white precipitate insoluble in dilute HCl. So this is to be remember, white precipitate insoluble in dilute HCl, that is the sulfate, and white precipitate soluble in dilute HCl will be sulfite. So it is the way to identify sulfate and sulfite. So don't forget, add barium chloride, you will be getting white precipitate in both, but sulfate will not be dissolving in dilute HCl, but sulfite precipitate will be dissolving in dilute HCl. So this is the reagent needed. Now I have taken again a pair of compound, sodium sulfide and sodium thiosulfate. Again the basic radical is same. Sulfide, thiosulfate ions are different. For that, add dilute HCl. You will be seeing in the first case, rotten egg smelling gas H2S will be evolved. Okay, hydrogen sulfide H2S gas will be evolved. So that is the way to identify sulfides. Thiosulfate, on heating with dilute HCl, you will be getting yellow precipitate of sulfur and sulfur dioxide gas will be evolved. So this is how you can identify sulfide and thiosulfate.